Hey, what's up, you guys? Hope everyone's having a good day. It's KidBarrierIgnite, and today, what? One, two, three? I don't know how well my mic is. Okay, well, today I'm going to be talking to you about Irelia builds, and I love theory crafting, and I've tried everything with Irelia. Today, I found a really super duper cool Irelia build that is phenomenal and works. I don't know if this is going to get nerfed or not, but it's super strong and it just makes Irelia's kit very decent. I love the new items. At first I didn't like them, but they are the change that the game needs, especially for a champion like Irelia. This is the closest you'll ever get to old Irelia with these items. It's beautiful. This is like Season 6, Season 7 Irelia. This is the kind of Irelia that I'm talking to you about right now, and this is the build that I'm going to be going over, and I'm just super happy that Riot made something like this. And so the build is just as follows. It's a rune page. I always like to go Conqueror, Triumph always. I just love to live on the edge, and I'm very good at being conservative with my mana. I don't just go around just wasting it for no reason. I don't waste my stuns. I only queue for wave clear. So mana's never really been a problem for me on Irelia, so I'm always going to go with Triumph, and then I'm always going to go with attack speed because honestly, I just don't care about tenacity or lifesteal too much. I really don't. I mean, I love the lifesteal that she has already. I don't think she needs any more. So attack speed is just the way to go. And then obviously last stand. I think last stand is just the most efficient for Irelia in most situations. And for my secondary, this is where me and a lot of Irelia players will differ. And my secondary, my favorite secondary for a long time has been Nullifying Orb and Transcendence. And I think it's still really strong. And then I go with CDR in my other setup. I go with CDR, and I think it's CDR and attack damage and armor. I think that's the most consistent setup for me. So the build that I'm going to talk to you about now is very beautiful, and this is how it works. So yeah, so the build is Corrupting Potion into double Doran Blades. That's your start. For 90% of the time, that's going to be your start. The reason you want to go Corrupting Potion and double Doran Blades is it just makes you really difficult to kill, and it makes you unbeatable in 1v1s and 1v2s, and it goes well with my playstyle. And my playstyle is obviously KidBarrierIgnite, and I like to permanently freeze. That's how I play my game. Double Doran Blades and Corrupting Potion are the way to go if you want to play Irelia like I play Irelia. And after that, you obviously want to rush Blader Rinking. Blader Rinking is a really powerful rush. Obviously, it's core on Irelia. After Blader Rinking, it's Triforce. Blader Rinking and Triforce are just an absolute must. I feel like Irelia players really need to build those two items. They are very core on Irelia no matter what you do. Sometimes you can go Blader Rinking into Dead Stand second, or Blader Rinking into Executioner second. You can do niche things like this into certain matchups, or sometimes you can even go Blader Rinking into MAW second. There are times where Triforce doesn't necessarily have to be your second item, but it definitely at least has to be your third item, or it just has to be in the build for sure, because Triforce is actually super good right now. So when you go Bork Triforce, you basically have all your damage. You have the rest of your item slots to itemize anything you want and to just be super productive with it. I like to go Death Stance into MAW. And then after Death Stance MAW, your last situational item is going to be Executioners. Obviously, you complete Executioners. I don't know what it's called. Chain Punk or something like that. You want to complete that item as fast as possible, and then after that's a situational item. GA is another situational item. Randuin's is another situational item. QSS is another situational item. You have so many situational items that you can build into. So if the enemy has like a AP mid laner like Fizz, and you don't know how to itemize against the Fizz, MAW is just super good because it just negates the entire Fizz's kit, and you have a lot of lifesteal, you have so much damage, and you have so many shields with Nullifying Orb and Barrier, and then you get the shield from MAW. It's beautiful. And then the Death Stance is also super strong for tower diving. You can never go wrong buying a Death Stance. It's so strong against 80 champions. So basically, you buy a Death Stance and you buy MAW, and you're just an unkillable war machine. And then it's beautiful. The beautiful thing that they did with the items, I'm a huge fan of this, is they gave bruisers QSS, right? They give bruisers QSS, and they give bruisers executioners, right? Or the grievous wounds item. That's so good because now you're getting extra health to make you even beefier with all the damage that you're getting and all the defenses. So long story short, you're going Blader Ranking into Triforce, into Maw, into Death Stance, into Guardian Angel, or QSS, or executioners. That's the build. That's my build path, and it's been working for me super great. Right now, I'm on a Plat 4 account with an 80% win rate, and I'm playing in around Diamond 4, Diamond 3 MMR, and I've been carrying a lot of the games. It's been really fun. I've never had this much fun on Irelia in a long time. This is way funner than Witsend Blader Ranking. Witsend Blader Ranking was really fun too. Don't get the wrong idea, but I just think this is just so cool because this is just throwback to season 6 and season 7 where Irelia just went 40% CDR and fuck shit up. I don't think it's getting nerfed anytime soon. I think the only thing getting nerfed about this build is Triforce itself. Maw is an underrated item. A lot of the other items that I mentioned, Death Stance is underrated as well. I don't see many people building it. You should try this build out. It's so good. You're blocking AD, you're blocking AP, and you're just doing so much damage. And you have a decent amount of health. You're very beefy, and you have a lot of mobility and CDR because Maw and Death Stance give you a lot of CDR, and then Triforce is going to give you a lot more CDR after the buffs, and then Transcendence and the CDR page that you're going to take is going to give you around roughly 40% CDR. So, and then Irelia buffs with her Q also make this build more viable. So Death Stance Maw, it's super 1v9, super amazing, super I love it so much. I can't express how much I love it. The other build I have is also pretty cool. That's against like a lot of AD or an AD heavy team, or like let's say the enemy AP is like a Lux support and something like a Talia jungle, and then the Talia gets shut down early, and then it's a Lux support who's going even in lane. You probably don't want to Maw into that. I mean, by the time you get a Maw, by the time it's going to be fully effective, the game's going to be already over if you're good enough and you snowballed the game. You can kill everything without the Maw. So the second build would be Bork Tforce into Stax Gauge. That's the second build, and then obviously the rest is all situational. Like you can get a QSS against like the Lux who has a snare. You can also get executioners if they have a lot of healing, and you can always go for a GA, right? Everything else is going to be situational, but this is the primary build. This is the most efficient thing that you can buy, and this does loads of damage. If you go ham, this build will pay off. This build will pay off, and you're gonna survive a lot of the battles, and you're not very flash dependent, and you're an excellent split pusher. This build has actually worked for me against champions like Tryndamere, which is crazy in my opinion because Tryndamere is supposed to be a way better split pusher than Irelia, but Irelia fucks Tryndamere, even though Tryndamere is a lot stronger than Irelia right now. And the thing is, if you really want to destroy champions like Tryndamere and Jhin is super popular right now, what you want to do is you want to go, the two core items to destroy champions like that are Death Stance and Randuin's. Death Stance and Randuin's, that combination against a champion like Jhin or a champion like Tryndamere, combine that with Tabbies, those champions, late game, they're not going to do enough damage to you before you can just step all over them, before you can literally run them down. It's crazy, and I'm completely loving it. I'm very happy. And primary reason why I'm super happy is because in the past I really never got the luxury to itemize the way she can itemize today. Also, you had very limited options. In so many other seasons you had limited options, but in this season you have so many options on how to build Irelia, and this is my playstyle on her. This build is super strong. You guys have to try it. I'm very confident that this is the best Irelia build, and I hope I've helped you guys today. And if you feel like I've helped you, then feel free to subscribe for more content. My next video is going to be pretty cool too. I'm going to be telling you guys 5 reasons why you should be taking KidBarrierIgnite on Irelia, and I'm going to show you why it works. And that's all I have to say for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day.
Shouty. KBI, get the fuck out of my chat, you disgusting little cancer ape.